Welcome back to Brass Tacks. The Indian Air Force has been roped in to evacuate people in flood-hit Madhya Pradesh.
Vidisha is one of the worst affected places in Madhya Pradesh. Roads have turned into rivers and water has entered people's homes. Power supply has been cut off and locals are struggling to get their hands on essential items.
Incessant rain for the last 36 hours. This havoc has been brought up by rain in Vidisha district for last 36 hours. And in fact, Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister, he has reviewed the situation in Vidisha.
The Indian Air Force will deploy 2 medium-lift helicopters for disaster relief operations in Vidisha. Incessant rains for the last 2 days have triggered floods in several parts of the state. To make matters worse, the IMD has sounded a heavy rainfall alert in many districts. In the last 24 hours, the State Disaster Emergency Response Force and the NDRF together have rescued over 400 people.
Telangana BJP chief Bandi Sanjay Kumar was detained in Jangaon district. He was about to hold a sit-in dharna against the arrest of his party workers a day earlier outside the TRS MLC K. Kavita's residence in Hyderabad. As he was being detained, BJP workers clashed with the police. A clash also broke out between students and staff members of the Jawaharlal Nehru University over the demand for scholarships. The ABVP claims that the university staff and their guards assaulted the students who went to seek scholarships, which had been stalled for the last couple of years. Over half a dozen students were injured in the clash. A teacher in Goa was brutally assaulted on his school premises, allegedly by a PWD engineer. While the reason for the assault is not known, CCTV footage shows the accused waiting for the teacher to step out of the classroom, after which he starts thrashing him. An FIR has been filed against the accused. A farmer attempted self-immolation outside the Maharashtra Assembly today as the monsoon session was underway. Policemen doused the flames and the farmer was hospitalized with 20% burn injuries. After the incident, the Maharashtra Congress chief Nana Patole accused the Eknath Shinde government of not compensating farmers who suffered heavy losses because of rain. A horrific accident was caught on camera in Himachal Pradesh.
A truck hurtles down the road at full speed and then the driver loses control of the vehicle. The truck then crashes into vehicles parked on the side of the road. The impact is so strong that the parked vehicles are completely destroyed. This man was standing near one of the parked cars before the collision. He got pushed towards a shuttered shop. A boy who was sitting in one of the cars was also injured in the crash. Bystanders immediately rushed to their aid and pulled them to safety.
Apple is planning to begin manufacturing the iPhone 14 here in India. Apple is working with suppliers to ramp up manufacturing. Apple is looking at alternatives to manufacturing in China. Manufacturing will begin 2 months post the release out of China. In fact, Foxconn studied assembling device at the plant near Chennai. The first set of iPhone 14s from India will be finished in late October. On camera, a man pushed his wife in front of a moving train at the Vasai station near Mumbai.
The woman was woken up from sleep, dragged towards the tracks and then pushed off the platform as a train approached. While the train passed through, crushing the woman to death, the man picked up 2 children sleeping nearby and fled from the train station. The man was later spotted boarding a train to Dadar and then to Kalyan. He was later arrested last night from Bhiwandi town in Thane and booked for murder. According to the police, the couple was earlier seen quarrelling and then sleeping on the platform with their children.
Former Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa flagged off the Savarkar Rath Yatra in Mysuru. He also hailed Savarkar as the nation's pride and said that nothing negative should be said about him. The yatra comes amidst an unprecedented face-off between the Congress and the BJP over Savarkar posters across the state of Karnataka. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has triggered a political storm after he took a Muslim minister from his cabinet to the Vishnupad temple in Gaya, which bars the entry of non-Hindus. The temple authorities have demanded an apology from the Chief Minister. The BJP in turn has accused Nitish Kumar of hurting sentiments of Hindus. 2 petitions, including one by TMC leader Mahua Moitra, were filed in the Supreme Court today, challenging the remission order by the Gujarat government, which released the rapist of Bilkis Bano. Although CJI Ramana agreed to look into the matter, no order regarding the hearing has been passed yet. A special judge in a CBI court in Asansol alleged that he had been threatened with a false NDPS case against his family members if he failed to secure the release of arrested TMC leader Anubrata Mondal in the cattle smuggling case. In the alleged threat letter, which was self-written by a self-proclaimed TMC leader. The Supertech Twin Towers in Noida will be demolished this Sunday as per the Supreme Court's orders, and massive preparations are underway right now.
This is first of its kind event in Delhi NCR, where we are going to see this long story building that is going to demolish on that particular day. This is happening after the orders of Supreme Court, and at this point in time, not only the company that is involved with this particular exercise, but also the Noida administration is trying its level best to make all the necessary arrangements and to take all the necessary precautions.
Let's try and break down what exactly is going to happen in bringing down these twin towers. The twin towers have been rigged with 3,700 kilograms of explosives. These explosives have been packed into 9,000 holes that have been drilled all across these two towers. 100 workers were part of the demolition team. In fact, the demolition is going to be so huge that about 5,000 residents who are living in nearby flats in nearby areas have been asked to vacate their premises. In fact, the Greater Noida Expressway will also be closed for some duration this Sunday when the demolition will happen. A shocking video of a cop being thrashed in Uttar Pradesh's Badaयूं is going viral.
The man started beating up the inspector without any provocation. Locals intervened to stop the assault, and it appeared that the matter had been resolved. But after they left, the man started attacking the cop again, throwing him to the ground, kicking him, and raining punches. He even tore the cop's uniform while assaulting him. The assailant appears to be a serial offender. He has attacked a home guard in the past. After the video went viral, he was arrested.
Former Bigg Boss contestant Sonali Fogart died of a heart attack in Goa. She was 42. She had posted images and videos on Instagram shortly before her death. Sonali Fogart, who rose to fame with her TikTok videos, contested the 2019 Haryana election from Adampur as a BJP candidate. She lost to the Congress's Kuldeep Bishnoi. This video of a Zomato delivery executive is winning hearts on social media. The man delivers the order as he's been assigned, while his little daughter is seen strapped to his chest. His son is seen roaming around in the background. After the video went viral, Zomato promised to assist him with childcare benefits. Taiwan's president is refusing to bow down to pressure from China. Here's why.
Taiwan's president inspected 3 military units responsible for monitoring the movements of the People's Liberation Army around Taiwan. She lauded the troops for their indispensable defense in the face of a potential Chinese invasion. She also thanked them for remaining calm and carrying out their duties in such an unprecedented situation. China has been holding naval and air force drills around Taiwan in response to recent high-profile visits from the US to the island. The PLA has launched ballistic missiles into waters around Taiwan. Several Chinese warships have been seen in the Taiwan Strait. And PLA warplanes have breached the median line. In a clear message to China, Taiwan's president warned that a heavy price would be paid for invading or trying to invade Taiwan, and it would be condemned by the international community.
Amid heightened tensions between China and Taiwan, could a new fleet of modern submarines turn the tide for Taipei? Taipei is hiring foreign experts to help with the development plans of submarines. The United States is the primary partner in providing key submarine technology. In fact, the Haiqian class subs were acquired way back in the 1980s. They underwent major upgrades. The Taiwanese Navy currently has about 4 conventional submarines. China currently has about 60 conventional submarines. CNN News 18 Siddhant is the only Indian reporter in Taiwan right now. This is his ground report on the Taiwanese army from the 2 islands that are closest to the South China coast.
On my left is a port, the main port of Matsu city. And this is a biggest center of trade and business for Matsu city. And in fact, some portion of this port is occupied by Taiwanese army. Just few meters away from where I'm reporting, there are bunkers, the army bunkers currently in the control of Taiwanese army. In case of invasion or air raids by China, the people will be given shelter in those bunkers.
NASA's powerful new James Webb Space Telescope has captured images of Jupiter which show the gas giant in great detail. In fact, the images will give scientists even more clues to Jupiter's inner life. They show some ornamental designs around the Great Red Spot and also provide an unprecedented view of the auroras over Jupiter's north and south poles. Ahead of the Asia Cup in Dubai, Team India head coach Rahul Dravid has tested positive for COVID. Dravid had not travelled with the team to Zimbabwe for the three-match one-day series. India will be playing their first match of the Asia Cup on the 28th of August against arch rivals Pakistan. The Indian cricket team celebrated their 3-0 series sweep against Zimbabwe by dancing to this popular Bollywood song, which has become a bit of a dance trend across the world.